So one thing Maryland's frontline workers haven't had to worry too much about right now is childcare, but that could change soon.
WJZ's Live, Stetson Miller explains many child care providers say they're in danger of closing because they haven't received funding promised to them by the state. Stetson.
Vic, child care centers tell me that they're not able to take payment from parents right now, so they're relying completely on this state funding. But 4 weeks into the program, they say they haven't received a dime from the State Department of Education.
We are trying to stay open to serve this community, but it's getting more and more difficult.
Some Maryland Child Center directors and owners say they're worried they won't be able to stay open much longer because they haven't been paid anything in weeks.
The funds that we have can maybe get us through another 2 weeks.
Maryland School Superintendent Karen Salmon ordered most child care providers to close last month when state-imposed coronavirus restrictions began. Some were allowed to remain open for essential workers, but at no cost to families. Instead, the State Board of Education was supposed to be footing the bill and pay $350 each week per child under 3 and $250 for children over 3. But the payments have yet to come.
When you offer something out and we agree to it, we do expect to get what that agreement is.
Providers say they operate on thin margins and are taking care of fewer kids, meaning less revenues. But the bills for them haven't stopped coming in.
We're still having to pay the utilities. We're still having to pay the mortgage. We're still having to buy supplies.
And on top of it all, they say there's been plenty of confusion, and some aren't sure what to do next.
It's beyond frustrating, it's overwhelming, and sometimes it's quite sad.
In a statement released Friday by the Maryland State Department of Education, it said in part, the processing time can be attributed to the need to put an entirely new administrative and validation process into place, the volume of invoices, and limited staffing. WJZ has learned that payments will be mailed out next week. And the State Department of Education also told us that they've doubled the processing staff and they expect this to resolve the delays. We're live on President Street, Stetson Miller for WJZ.